What's happening, everybody? Thanks for checking out today's video. We're gonna dive in looking at this Off-Grid Knives Ridgeback. This is like a medium-sized survival knife, bushcraft knife, camp knife, whatever you wanna call it. And this thing is just super high quality. For right around 85, 90 bucks, you're getting a solid piece of equipment right here. So we're gonna dive in talking about this thing today. If you like these kind of gear review videos, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel as well. Turn on that notification bell, and let's dive into this review. So we have this Off-Grid Knives Ridgeback, and this is gonna be an initial impressions review, and we're gonna do a long-term review later on of this knife. But I wanna tell you what you're getting out of the box with this knife, because I'm pretty impressed with how this thing is. It just feels awesome. Man, it's super high quality. Those micarta scales just make this thing feel so balanced and well fitted in the hand. So the metal that this thing has is a Sandvik 14C28N steel, and it's a type of stainless steel, has a 61 hardness, but this thing is just amazing. So you can see it right here somewhere. Oh yeah, it's printed right there, the Sandvik metal. But this is the stone wash. It does come with like you can get it in like a blacker tint, but this is the stone wash. Didn't want it to, discolor too much. That's why I got this. So if you get scratched and things like that, it's still gonna blend in. And one of the biggest selling points for this knife for me is the Scandi Grind that this thing has. Look at that beautiful Scandi Grind. Very, very nice grind. And this thing came out of the box. I'm pretty sure I could shave my face with this thing. It's that sharp. Super nice sharpening job from Off-Grid Knives with this thing. It does come with some pretty nice jimping here on the spine. So it's not really aggressive, but it runs almost halfway up the blade here. So it gives you a nice little solid grip on this thing when you're trying to do those finer camp tasks. The micarta scales, look how amazing these things look. They're held on by these Allen screws, which I don't have any concerns there. You can always tighten them up. Very nice micarta scales. And I kind of like the blue too. And it comes with a nice little lanyard hole there. But I love the way the pattern is on this thing. Like your hand just kind of fits in the crook here. And it's just at a really nice angle to be doing all those tasks. You're doing feather sticks, your hand's in the right place. If you're doing batoning, your hand's gonna be in the right place. It's just a really nice knife design. The knife total with the sheath and everything weighs 14 ounces. So pretty hefty little knife. It's a pretty thick blade on this thing at a 3.8 millimeter. The blade is 5.2 inches long, and the handle is 4.5 inches long. So you're getting a little bit longer blade. And look at how robust this thing is. The thickness there. I mean, it looks almost like a butcher's knife in design, but you're gonna be able to baton and different things like that and not have to worry about this thing breaking or anything like that. It's just a very heavy duty knife. The knife weighs itself 10 ounces. So, a little over half a pound for the knife itself. So this does come with a lifetime replacement warranty from Off-Grid Knives. And I actually just registered mine last night. So every time I get a knife, I kind of forget to register the warranty. It's just something I just kind of forget. So don't forget to register your warranty if you buy one of these. It's something you can easily forget. If we're gonna dive in talking about this sheath, and I can't say enough about this sheath. Look how high quality this thing is. Really nice parts. I like the nylon belt loop that it comes with. And it's just simple, it has a really nice drain hole. And the fit and finish on the sheath itself is just top quality. And listen to this. That thing clicks in like no other click I've ever heard on a Kydex sheath. Listen, that thing fits in there good. And I tell you, this thing is not coming out at all. And it has a nice little thumb ramp there so you can get it out. But man, that thing ain't coming out, guys. This thing is in there. So really nice little package. Oh, almost forgot. One thing about the knife that, I didn't know about before I purchased this thing, it doesn't have a 90-degree spine on it. But don't fear. If you really want to strike a ferro rod, The edge of the Scandi right here, we'll demonstrate that here in a little bit. I've already done it before. You can strike it right off the tip there, and you're not gonna be hurting your blade. Or you can go down to this little cutout, and I have a smaller ferro rod that fits right in there, and you can strike it right off that. So if you're in a survival setting and you really need to strike a ferro rod, you know, there's a lot of different options out there before you get to a ferro rod. You know, always carry a lighter, but if you're into striking ferro rods, it can do it. It's not a deal breaker. You're just not gonna have that 90-degree spine. All right, guys, that's enough talking about the knife. Let's dive in, doing some camp tasks with this thing. We're gonna do some feather sticks, different little tasks like that, show you how this thing performs, and I guarantee you, you're gonna be impressed with this thing. Another little shot of the emblem right there. Beautiful knife. All right, let's do some tasks with this Ridgeback. I'm gonna get rid of these things right here. All right, so chops. Actually, I'm gonna bring it on down right here. I usually don't suggest chopping with your main blade, but this heavy-duty survival knife should be able to withstand all this, which it did. All right, so we're gonna try to make a spear point here. Wow, Scandi Grind on this thing is amazing. You can just kind of hear it shaving. Look at that. This little spear point. This wood out here in New Mexico is super brittle, whatever kind of wood this is I got. So you see that, makes really nice curls. And you can do it, you know, pushing straight down or that slicing motion. Both of them work really nice. There you go. All right. Remember I said how this thing doesn't have a 90-degree spine? Well, we're gonna try to strike a ferro rod with this thing, see if we can get it to work. I'm gonna use the very tip portion here. Oh. Look at that. All right, it still throws them pretty daggone good. I just burnt myself right here. It threw one up. All right, let's try underneath here. All right, and you're doing all that and it's not even compromising the edge. You know, it's leaving the oxidation on there, but it's not ruining that edge. And that's the main thing in a survival setting, not compromising your blade edge, which you're not doing in this. Up on this. Get that one through. Makes quick work of that stuff. Edge is still not even damaged whatsoever. Got some crap on the blade up there at the top. Look at that, really nice blade. I love the Scandi Grind that this thing has. It's just amazing. If you're looking for a good bushcraft knife, I would suggest one that has a Scandi Grind on it. Just makes things a lot easier when you're making feather sticks and doing any kind of camp task. This thing is just like butter, guys. And I've watched a lot of reviews out there on this knife, and this thing will shave, it'll cut paper or whatever, just slices it just perfect right out of the box. But I want to show you guys how this thing actually works when you're out doing bushcraft stuff. This thing just shreds. Look at that, it is just awesome. See if we can make some feathers. And it just shaves like butter, guys. Guys, this wood's a little bit greener than I thought it was, but this is just for test. We're not making a fire or anything with this. Look at that. Just shaves it up really, really nice. Man, that Scandi Grind just works awesome. But very, very nice there. One thing I like about this knife is like how robust it is. Look how thick that blade is. Just the thickness from the edge up to the spine there. It is just a heavy duty knife. Has some nice jimping on the back of it. That way if you're looking to get a little bit higher up here to do some finer tasks and stuff, I don't even feel like it's necessary making feather sticks. There we go. Look at that. It just shaves it off like it's nothing. Really, really nice. Look at that. You can just make spear points all day. Right, will this Ridgeback cut this? Oh my God. It was like I wasn't even there. Look at those razor cuts. All right, does it cut rope? Yeah, does it. Too easy. All right, we're gonna be taking this tire and seeing if we can cut off pieces of this thing. See if we're able to do that with this knife. Good God. See, it just shaved it right off. That knobby had no chance. Look at that, peeling it away like it's butter. The reason I'm demonstrating this, you never know in a survival setting what kind of materials you might be trying to cut. So, you know, this tire could be something like that. Here we go. All right, let's see how this Ridgeback batons wood. All right, handles it really, really good. And I like how it has a lot of protection right here with that guard. You know, you really feel protected when you're batoning wood, and the thickness and the bulkiness of this blade just gives you that extra confidence to get through the wood. All right, it's just so sharp. That Scandi Grind is just amazing. Do some straight pushes. And if I want to choke up and use the jimping, kind of does add to the control a little bit more. We'll say one thing about the Scandi Grind on this one. You see how long the grind is? That's probably about a 1/2 inch. So it makes the bevel on that not as steep of a drop off, so it's a little bit flatter. So it makes making these feather sticks a lot easier because it just glides through the wood versus, you know, fighting against it and like a big wedge there. Because a lot of Scandi Grinds end up being like big wedges. Well, this one is just a really nice degree. I'm not sure what degree it is. All right, I can stay here doing this all day, but you kind of understand this thing gets it done. Very nice feather sticks out of this. All right, let's take the Ridgeback and make us a tent stake out of it. All right, I don't think I need to say anything more about making a point. This thing just does it. All right, we're gonna get this thing down and make a nice little wedge right there. Nice little notch. All right, that'd be good enough to hold a piece of cordage, you know, for your tent stake. All right, makes it a nice point too. All right, guys, thanks for watching this video on this Off-Grid Knives Ridgeback model. And hopefully you like this video. We tested this thing out, it got the job done, does everything amazing. And this probably is my favorite knife I have now in my arsenal. This and the Mora Garberg, they both do things pretty similar. This one's just a little bit more robust. It's a little bit heftier, has that heavier blade structure, and it's just, I don't know. I would probably rely on this a little bit more for an overall survival knife than the Garberg, because it's more, I think, suited towards the bushcraft stuff. If, you know, that's just my opinion. But overall, this thing is amazing, guys. So head over to Amazon, offgridknives.com, whichever one. I'll place the link in the description box below. If you have any comments, concerns, questions, whatever, throw those in the comment box below. I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. But thanks for watching this review, guys. And we're going to be doing a follow-up review long-term later on down the road. But thanks for checking out today's video. Like, subscribe. We'll see you in future videos.